Hello everyone, welcome back to Mind Quest. Today I'm going to share a few notes or a few points or quotes that I like from the book The Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. So let's begin. Knowledge of the law of consciousness and the method of operating this law will enable you to accomplish all you desire in life. The conscious is personal and selective. The subconscious is impersonal and non selective. The conscious is the realm of effect. The subconscious is the realm of cause. These two aspects are the male and female divisions of consciousness. The conscious is male and the subconscious is female. The subconscious does not originate ideas but accepts as true those which the conscious mind feels to be true, and in a way known only to itself, it objectifies the accepted ideas. Control of the subconscious is accomplished through control of your ideas and feelings. Ideas are impressed on the subconscious through the medium of feeling. No idea can be impressed on the subconscious until it is felt. But once felt, be it good, bad, or indifferent, it must be expressed. Feeling is the one and only medium through which ideas are conveyed to the subconscious. Sensation precedes manifestation and is the foundation upon which all manifestation rests. Be careful of your moods and feelings, for there is an unbroken connection between your feelings and your visible world. Your body is an emotional filter and bears the unmistakable marks of your prevalent emotions. Emotional disturbances, especially suppressed emotions, are the cause of all disease. To feel intensely about a wrong without voicing or expressing that feeling is the beginning of disease, dis-ease in both body and environment. All changes of expression are brought about through a change of feeling. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. Your feelings create the pattern from which your world is fashioned, and a change of feeling is a change of pattern. The moment it receives an impression, it begins to work out the ways of its expression. It accepts the feeling impressed upon it. Your feeling, as a fact existing within itself, and immediately sets about to produce it in the outer or the objective world, the exact likeness of that feeling. So, the subconscious never alters the accepted beliefs of man. It is impossible for you to see other than the contents of your consciousness. Your world, in its every detail, is your consciousness objectified. Objective states bear witness of subconscious impressions. A change of impression results in a change of expression. You are already that which you want to be, and your refusal to believe this is the only reason you do not see it. Mastery of self control of your thoughts and feelings is your highest achievement. However, until perfect self control is attained, so that in spite of appearances you feel all that you want to feel, you sleep and prayer to aid in you realizing your desired states. The subconscious, unlike the woman of the world who marries her husband to change him, has no desire to change the conscious, waking state, but loves it as it is and faithfully reproduces its likeness in the outer world of form. You never draw out of the deep of yourself that which you want. You always draw that which you are, and you are that which you feel yourself to be, as well as that which you feel as true of others. Once asleep, man has no freedom of choice. His entire slumber is dominated by his last waking concept of self. The creative process is first imagining and then believing the state imagined. Always imagine and expect the best. The world cannot change until you change your conception of it. As within, so without. A change of belief is confirmed by a change of expression. the waking 2/3 of your life on earth ever corroborates or bears witness to your subconscious impressions. The actions and the events of the day are effects, they are not causes. Free will is only freedom of choice. The actions of man are determined by his subconscious impressions. His illusion of free will, his belief in freedom of action, is but ignorance of the causes which make him act. He thinks himself free because he has forgotten the link between himself and the event. You will rise believing that you are a free agent, not realizing that every action and event of the day is predetermined by your concept of self as you fell asleep. Let's read that again. You will rise believing that you are a free agent, not realizing that every action and event of the day is predetermined by your concept of the self as you fell asleep. This is really powerful. Your only freedom then is your freedom of reaction. You are free to choose how you feel and react to the day's drama, but the drama, the actions, events, and circumstances of the day have already been determined. Get into the spirit of the state desired by assuming the feeling that would be yours were you already the one you want to be. As you capture the feeling of the state sought, you're relieved of all effort to make it so, for it is already so. There is a definite feeling associated with every idea in the mind of man. So capture the feeling associated with your realized wish by assuming the feeling that would be yours were you already in possession of the thing you desire, and your wish will objectify itself. These were a few takeaways that I absolutely loved as I read the book The Feeling is the Secret by Neville Goddard. Do let me know down in the comments below, did this book help you in any way to manifest the life of your dreams? How did it impact your psychology? Let me know your thoughts below.